Kirby Star Allies looks like such an adorable and cute game. I mean, you can literally see the stars in Kirby's eyes. My heart right now is a lot like this popsicle. Melted. But to be honest, I'm just really glad that the game is actually coming out, because in the past, I've experienced one too many heartbreaks from Kirby games that never saw the light of day. So, hey, why not take today to go back to the past and check out some of those Kirby games that almost could have been? Because I apparently want to make myself sad today. But you know what always manages to cheer me up? The literal stars in Kirby's eyes. It just never fails. And I'm happy again. The Game Boy is definitely no stranger to Kirby games. As a matter of fact, the first Kirby game ever was released on the original Game Boy. But now, fast forward to the time of the Game Boy Color, and let's head to Nintendo Space World. Nintendo Space World was a trade show, or expo. Think of something like E3, but strictly for Nintendo products. During Nintendo Space World in 2001, there was this interesting game with an even more interesting concept being shown off. The game was simply titled Kirby Family. Very few screenshots of the game actually exist. But there was another Japanese exclusive Game Boy Color game titled Mario Family, with the same exact concept that this Kirby game would have had. So I'll use footage from that game to help explain what exactly Kirby Family was going to be all about. Nintendo partnered up with a company named Jaguar to help make these games. Jaguar was a Japanese embroidery sewing company. So, okay, the player would start up the game and be presented with multiple characters and items from their respective franchise. Let's select a character. Then you're given options to select a certain color palette. And what happens after that? Well, you would plug in your Game Boy to a Jaguar branded sewing machine via a certain cable, and it would embroider your specific design onto a piece of cloth. What? The future was here! That sounds absolutely crazy. But yeah, Kirby Family was meant to act as a spiritual successor to this, being able to choose your favorite Kirby character and print them out on a shirt. I can only imagine that the game was cancelled due to poor sales of Mario Family, due to the fact that I've never even heard of it until I was doing research for this video. It was simply lost in obscurity. But the idea of Kirby and cute embroidery did seem to take life in another form. You may have heard of it. Up next is Kagero Mansion, literally translating to Heat Haze Mansion. Kagero Mansion was a proposed sub-game in Kirby Superstar, the Super Nintendo classic involving 9 Kirby games. Some of them were traditional action-adventure games, like Spring Breeze and Dynablade, while others were fun little mini-games, such as the Gourmet Race or the Megaton Punch. But the way Kagero Mansion stands out from all of those other games is that it was pitched as a horror-themed action puzzle game.
What?
Yeah, because when I think Kirby, I think of horror. Ah, so spooky. Look at that. Look at that. It's so different from the usual Kirby game. Yeah, that definitely sounds not like a Kirby game, but really interesting nonetheless. We can actually find traces of Kagero Mansion's concept in other Kirby games. In Kirby's Epic Yarn, there's a stage titled Dark Manor, in which Kirby and Prince Fluff explore a haunted house, completely unable to use their inhale ability, and must rely on the stage's surroundings as their weapons. And in Kirby's Mass Attack, Kirby, once again, traverses a mansion without the ability to inhale. I really hope one day Sakurai is able to bring this concept alive to its fullest potential. Kirby's Air Ride. Hold on just a Maxim tomato eating minute. Isn't there already a Kirby's Air Ride that was released on the GameCube? Yeah, but the road to get to this game is a pretty interesting one. During the late 90s in the N64 era, there was a teaser accompanied with a short demo for a game titled Kirby Bowl 64. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kirby Bowl is the original title for the beloved classic Kirby's Dream Course. Yup, that Kirby's Dream Course.
Look at that. Look at that. Are you seeing that?
Wow.
Oh my god! Uh-oh.
You didn't get it. Oh my god.
Kirby Bowl 64 was essentially going to be a 3D Dream Course. However, about a year later, the project was seemingly dropped and given a new title, Kirby's Air Ride, accompanied with new gameplay that more closely resembles the Air Ride we all know and love, with its focus now being on racing! Zoom zoom, baby! How could this fail? It failed, at least on the N64. Obviously, we know how this story ends. It's possible that Nintendo just wanted to wait until the new technology of the GameCube was ready to go and develop it for that. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Kirby's a ball for some reason, deal with it. And he's just rolling with it. Get it? That's how he controls. You know what time it is, I don't even need to say it. I apologize. Kirby Tilt and Tumble was pretty fun, so naturally, a sequel would be in order. Tilt and Tumble 2. Say that 10 times fast. The game was to be released on the GameCube, but just like the Kirby family game, it had a pretty ambitious concept. You'd play the game on the GameCube, but would use a Game Boy Advanced as your controller, with a special motion sensor cartridge put in, meaning that the game was planned to be played with motion controls, as a young Shigeru Miyamoto is showing off here. A precursor of things to come in the future? Maybe. Or maybe not, because Nintendo eventually dropped the Kirby theme altogether, but kept the game itself going, now with a new title, Roll-O-Rama. I don't know what they were hoping to accomplish in removing the Kirby theme, because now it's just a generic ball rolling game. And with no surprise, it died a spherical death. This next game is one that I've actually already talked about in my top 6 cancelled Nintendo games and movies video, but I'll quickly touch on it again. Kid Kirby! This was a cancelled title for the Super Nintendo, presumably following this younger version of Kirby, with his swirly hair, trying to stop the evil, younger, creepier looking King Dedede. It's hard to say what the game was going to be exactly, considering there's no footage of the game anywhere. All we have is this one screenshot of a level in its early stages. What we do know, however, is that the game was meant to be played with the SNES mouse. The company who was working on the game, though, went by DMA Design, a name that would eventually evolve into the more well-known game company, Rockstar North. Alright, one more game. Kirby GCN. Otherwise known as Kirby, Legend of the Stars. Otherwise known as Kirby Adventure. These were all working titles for the soon-to-be Kirby entry on the Nintendo GameCube. Now this game had a lot of hype behind it, including a trailer, gameplay, a demo, the whole 9 yards to get everyone hyped. You took control of Kirby and went on an adventure. Nothing too out of the ordinary there. But what really looked interesting was the fact that you could utilize 3 helpers at once, helping you out by stacking. It's probably useful somehow. The game would also have a 4-player feature, which would have been a first in the mainline series. But then, nothing. The game was just never released. It's unclear as to why Kirby GCN was cancelled, but most people assume it was because, again, the new technology. The Wii wasn't too far behind, so it's possible that Nintendo wanted to just wait. We can see some traces of this game in Kirby's Return to Dreamland, with its 4-player co-op. And hey, even in the new Kirby Star Allies, it's multiplayer with 4 enemies available to become your helpers. Even the stacking is back! I'm really glad. I was afraid they were going to leave that out. So, in a way, we kinda did get this GameCube Kirby game. And that's all of them. We looked at a good amount of Kirby games that never truly saw the light of day. But let's not worry about that, because we have loads of amazing Kirby games that did come out. So you know what? I'm gonna do just that.
Kidding me? Really? Reggie said that? No. You're really gonna... This is the first time I think I've ever searched something like this. Reggie feels foreskin. I'm searching it in context with this nigga Shazzy. Alright. Oh man, I forgot. Reggie. What? Kimishima! Nintendo confirms Waluigi. Waluigi is uncircumcised. What is this? Was there a reason? Vincent Ware, thank you for $20, man. Are you hyped for Kingdom Hearts 3? The only Kingdom Hearts that I finished one. That was a great game, but I finished it like years ago, man. I don't remember what the fuck went down. I played a couple of the spin-offs that were on the Nintendo systems, like the Game Boy and the Game Boy Advance, excuse me. Or was it Game Boy Advance or was it DS? I don't remember. I played a lot of the spin-offs. Almost all the spin-offs that were on Nintendo handhelds, I played those. I don't remember anything, though. I gotta read this, man. Hold on. Nintendo President Kimi has divulged in an interview that is fucking... Why would they... Like, especially the transition. Oh yeah, he's uncircumcised, man, but you know, Breath of the Wild DLC is gonna be hot. He said that in the same fucking sentence. Like, come on, does that I should have known right there. Shazzy, thanks for fucking with me once again, man. Isn't Google doing something to stop fake news websites like this? Although I know it's fake news, but at the same time, it's parody, so you know, of course, it has a place on the internet. But still, Mason McGlynn, thank you for the spawns love, man. Y'all had me tripping for a minute. All these motherfucking viewers in here, nobody. I thought it was fucking real. Shazzy, you know what? You get an L for that one, bro. Sit the fuck down, dogs. Like, you're my nigga and all that, but bro, I'm not letting you get away with that shit, nigga. Sit down, please. I don't care if he's a fucking mod, bro. I'm tired of... No, what the fuck? He said, what the fuck? I thought it was me. And his comment just got deleted right there last minute. It just... No, wait! Boom! Gone. Silence, nigga. Gone. He's done. I'm tired of this nigga Shazzy, man. You better watch what you say in the streams next time, nigga. Might get a motherfucking nether seat, nigga. The Watt came through, man. He says, why won't you play Fortnite? I have zero interest in Fortnite and other games that fit that kind of nature. It's just not my thing. I mean, maybe if it was... I don't have any motivation to play it. I mean, it doesn't look fun to me, first off. But that's my preference. I'm not saying the game isn't fun. But me, nah, it doesn't work. And then second, it just shooters like that. I mean, well, then again, I play Splatoon. That's a third-person shooter too. So you know, it kind of, it's a little bit weird to explain. I'm just not into it. Maybe one day I will be, but for now, no, definitely not. Not to say that you guys shouldn't be though. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Why y'all browsing my likes on your fucking Switch? And by the way, is there like a reliable way to get on the internet on this bitch now, or is it still kind of like you have to jump through a bunch of hoops of fire to be able to do it? I mean, it's kind of ridiculous to me that Nintendo hasn't put in a web browser yet, but who knows? Maybe it'll go down. Bro, one thing I will say is that this shit is kind of clean too. I don't know where you got this image from. Did you like literally, did you trace over an image of me that exists already, or is this like something you made from scratch? It's clean though. I like it. I'm definitely gonna give that shit a like, man. Very good work there. Dewat, thank you very much. How many donations do we have, man? The new update gave you a way to access Twitter. Oh, really? Really now? Okay. I mean, isn't Fortnite kind of like a mix of a shooter and Minecraft where you like build walls and barriers to defend yourself? Maybe I'll try it one time, alright? It seems like everybody's on that shit. I'm not promising nothing, alright, niggas? But it maybe one day I'll just dabble in it a little bit. I've wanted to try out that VR chat, but it kind of died before I was able to get onto it, man. It seems like the memes didn't stay for too long. Bro, after you got the Knuckles thing, that shit was gone. But hey, I'm not promising you nothing Fortnite, but it has me curious, you know what I'm saying? And as I scroll through my Twitter page, all I see is a bunch of motherfucking... Wait, hold on a second. This is actually accurate, though. No, look at this. Wait, no, wrong thing. But when I saw this for the first time, I was like, wait, Rosalina she's kind of stacked in that new Mario. I'll give him that much. VR chat is still hella popular. Got more popular after the Knuckles incident. Really? Alright, I mean, I haven't seen people really talk about it as much, but if it still has like a reliable player base, then that's cool. Your boy 203 says this remix is actually fire, boy. None of that Minecraft bullshit. That's fake. That's fake. Really? It's fake. More fake news. I'm getting caught in the mouth out here. It looks legit to me. I wish it was legit. Fuck. No, let me see the real artwork. Rosalina. What's the name? Mario Tennis? Is it like, well, I don't know. There's like an old Mario Tennis. What's the name of the new Mario Tennis one that's coming out? Let me see. What's the name of the new one? Damn it. Well, from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like that was a real image at all. Fuck, man, I'm getting trolled once again. Oh, wait a minute, is this it? No, that's not it. Aces, there we go. Thank you for reminding me. See, that's how much I don't give a fuck. Aces. Boom. Let's see here. Is that it? Wait, hold on. Now I'm seeing a little bit of a difference. Okay, here we go. Is this it? Extra thick, bro. This is really it? Somebody really manipulated this shit that there, actually, though. You know what? This reminds me of a story one time. You know, it's Sunday. I know we're not supposed to be talking about anything crazy, but I remember when I was younger, when I was still a virgin myself. Oh, man, this is a story. Oh, boy. This isn't the story of me losing my virginity. No, that's actually pretty damn boring. I was with a girl I liked a lot. We were in a relationship, and I had sex with her. I don't have, unfortunately, any crazy virginity stories, you know? It was nice. She was a nice girl, and I'm happy about it. I lost my virginity in a very nice way. But